Hello and welcome. Today I want to share something with you that's truly special. We're going to listen to a song, a poem really, that has been carried on the waters of the Yangtze River for almost 1,000 years. It's a piece that speaks of a love as vast and as unending as the river itself.
我住长江头，君住长江尾。日日思君不见君，共饮长江水。此水几时休？此恨何时已？只愿君心似我心，定不负相思意。
Now, before we really dive into the words themselves, I think it's important to understand the story of the man who wrote them. You know, the poet Li Zhiyi was someone who was really broken by life at this point. In 1103, he's exiled, cast out from his political life. But honestly, that was the least of his worries. The real tragedy was personal. He lost his daughter, then his son, and then his wife of 40 years. Just imagine that grief. It was in that absolute darkness that he met a woman named Yangtze, a singer who somehow understood his pain. And this poem, well, it was written for her, right there on the banks of the Yangtze. It's born from that incredible, sorrowful connection.
So, let's begin our journey. Let's follow this river of words together, line by line, and just see what kind of emotional world the poet creates for us.
我住长江头，君住长江尾。
So, I live where the Yangtze begins, you live where it ends. Right off the bat, notice how beautifully simple this is. With just these few words, the poet sets up this immense, almost impossible distance. He's at the very source, and she's all the way at the mouth of China's longest river. The whole feeling of the poem is built right on top of this one powerful image of separation.
日女思君不见君，共饮长江水。
Day after day I think of you, but cannot see you. Yet we both drink from the same river water. Now this line, this is where we get this beautiful paradox. The longing is constant, right? A daily ache, day after day. But then he gives us this twist. The very river that separates them is also the one thing that physically connects them. It's a barrier and a bridge, all at the same time.
All right, so the scene is set. Now the poem shifts. It moves from this physical reality into something much deeper, a sort of desperate plea from the heart. 此水几时休？此恨何时已？ When will this water ever cease to flow? When will this sorrow ever come to an end? You can almost feel the ache in his voice here, can't you? He's looking at the relentless, unending flow of the Yangtze, and he's seeing a perfect mirror of his own heart. Of course, these are questions without answers. The river's never going to stop, and in that moment he feels like his sorrow, this constant ache of separation, will never end either. The river becomes this incredibly powerful symbol for his endless longing.
只愿君心似我心，定不负相思意。
If only your heart can be like mine, then my love will not have been in vain. And this is everything. This is the anchor of the entire poem. After all that distance, all the longing, all the sorrow, it all comes down to this one powerful wish. It's really a vow. He's not asking for the river to dry up or for them to be together. He's just asking for one thing, emotional unity. If your heart feels what my heart feels, then this love is true, and none of this pain will have been for nothing. So after all that, where does this river finally lead us? What's the real destination of this emotional journey? Let's just zoom out for a second, step back from the individual lines, and look at the poem as a whole. What is it that makes this ancient song still feel so immediate, so powerful to us today?
Well, the key is the river itself. You see, in this poem, the Yangtze is so much more than just a river. It's a symbol with so many different layers. It's the constant, unstoppable flow of time. It's the vast, painful reality of their separation. But at the same time, it's also the unbroken stream of connection that flows between them.
And through that amazing symbol, the poem taps into these feelings that are just completely universal. I mean, who hasn't felt that ache of loving someone from far away? Or the pain of being separated? That small bit of comfort you find in a shared experience, you know, like looking up at the same moon, or in this case, drinking water from the same river. And most of all, that deep, profound hope for a love that's returned, that's mutual and unwavering, a love that can truly overcome any distance.
And that brings us right back around to this incredible final line. It really just lays it all out there. True connection, it tells us, isn't about physical closeness. It's not about being in the same room or even the same city. It's about two hearts feeling the same way, beating as one, no matter how many miles of river flow between them. It's a promise, really. A promise of devotion as timeless and as unending as the river itself.